1800 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Sumaira Kamal. The headlines first. Prime Minister inaugurated e-commerce portal at a ceremony in Islamabad today. Pakistan has reaffirmed its resolve in supporting the international community in its efforts to strengthen peace and stability in Afghanistan. UNICEF appreciates Islamabad's efforts for the realization of rights of children and progress towards achievement of sustainable development goals. All-Party Hurriyat Conference has expressed its grave concern over the beleaguered situation prevailing in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Washington and Moscow agreed to hold a summit in the wake of rising tension on Ukraine issue. In Pakistan Super League, Peshawar Zalmi will take on Lahore Qalandars in Lahore this evening. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan inaugurated e-commerce portal in a ceremony at Islamabad today. Pakistan witnessed an exponential growth in e-commerce sector in recent past, which will also help attract international payment gateways offered through services. About 45% increase in our e-commerce market contributed to worldwide growth rate of 29% in 2021. Chairman Senate Mohammad Sadiq Sanjrani called on Prime Minister Imran Khan in Islamabad today. The meeting discussed overall political situation in Balochistan and progress of various development schemes under the North and South Balochistan development packages provided by the federal government. The Prime Minister assured that all possible steps would be taken for the development of Balochistan. President Dr. Arif Alvi has called upon philanthropists to come forward and cooperate with government and its initiatives in health sector for service of humanity. Addressing a cancer symposium in Karachi today, he said, "Precious human lives can be saved by early diagnosis of cancer." He expressed satisfaction over campaigns underway at different levels in the country to create awareness among people about breast, lungs, and other kinds of cancer. The president said day is not far when Pakistan will be able to make its own nuclear reactors to meet national energy needs. He said that because of technological advances and innovations in the field of medicines, the treatment of cancer patients has become possible. President Dr. Arif Alvi has wished a speedy recovery to Britain's Queen Elizabeth II after she tested positive for COVID-19. In a tweet, Dr. Arif Alvi wished the Queen on behalf of the government and people of the country. Earlier, the Buckingham Palace, in a statement, announced that the 95-year-old Queen was tested positive for COVID-19. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi has reaffirmed Pakistan's resolve in supporting the international community in its efforts to strengthen peace and stability in Afghanistan. In a telephonic conversation with his German counterpart today, he highlighted Pakistan's role in evacuation operations from Afghanistan. The two foreign ministers also exchanged views on the situation in Ukraine. The foreign minister briefed his German counterpart on the grave human rights violations being committed by India after its illegal unilateral action of 5th August 2019. Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock appreciated Pakistan's assistance in its evacuation operations from Afghanistan and hoped for Pakistan's continued support in this regard. Shah Mahmood Qureshi invited German Foreign Minister to visit Pakistan at the earliest convenience. He further added that her visit would be helpful in preparing for the Prime Minister's visit to Germany. The Foreign Minister congratulated his German counterpart on recently assuming her office. Earlier, talking to UNICEF Executive Director Catherine M. Russell in Islamabad, Shah Mahmood Qureshi said Pakistan is fully determined to achieve sustainable development goals regarding children. He said Pakistan has taken various steps, including enacted laws for protection of children. Shah Mahmood Qureshi said the government is consistently working to enhance the ratio of enrollment in schools. The UNICEF Executive Director acknowledged Pakistan's efforts for realization of rights of children and progress towards achievement of sustainable development goals. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Chaudhry Fawad Hussain has paid rich tribute to Captain Haider, who was martyred in Sibbi while fighting against terrorists. In a tweet today, he said entire nation is indebted to the martyrdom of Captain Haider. This is Radio Pakistan. The All-Party Hurriyat Conference has expressed its concern over beleaguered situation prevailing in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. All-Party Hurriyat Conference General Secretary Maulvi Bashir Ahmad Irfani, in a statement in Srinagar, said the subdued people have been deprived of all their fundamental rights by the Modi-led Indian regime. He said the unabated search operations and nocturnal raids are part of the deep conspiracy to physically eliminate and economically cripple the Kashmiri people. He denounced arbitrary arrests of resistance leaders, businessmen, lawyers, journalists, and human rights activists. The All-Party Hurriyat Conference leader maintained that the repressive measures have failed to deter Kashmiri people from pursuing their legitimate demand for right to self-determination. Meanwhile, Indian troops launched a massive cordon and search operation in Pulwama town. The Indian troops blocked all roads and sealed entry and exit points and conducted house-to-house searches. US President Joe Biden has agreed in principle to hold a summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin to discuss the crisis over Ukraine. The White House, in a statement, said that the talks proposed by France will only take place if Russia does not invade its neighbor. The proposed summit was announced by the French presidency after two phone calls that lasted 3 years between President of France Emmanuel Macron and Russia. Iran's President Ibrahim Raisi arrived in Qatar for a major gas summit. Ibrahim Raisi and Qatar's Amir Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani are also expected to discuss efforts to revive a stalled international deal to regulate Iran's nuclear program. Earlier, before departing Tehran for Doha today, Raisi said, "We view this visit as a step towards activating diplomacy with neighbors, especially Persian Gulf countries, and to use their capacities to develop political and economic ties." An Iranian F-9 fighter jet crashed into a school compound in Tabriz city, killing 2 crew and a passerby. Iranian officials said that aircraft was on a training mission when it went down. International Mother Language Day was observed in Pakistan like elsewhere in the world. To mark the day, different programs were organized in the federal capital highlighting importance of the regional languages of Pakistan. A walk was arranged from Shahid-e-Millat Secretariat to National Press Club, Islamabad. People from all walks of life, including academia, civil society and media, participated in the walk. In the 7th edition of Pakistan Super League, Peshawar Zalmi will take on Lahore Qalandars in Lahore this evening. The match will start at 7:30 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. And finally, the weather. Rain with wind, thunderstorm and snow over the hills is expected in North Balochistan, Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Islamabad, Upper and Central Punjab, Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan during the next 12 hours. Hailstorm is also expected at isolated places during the period. Cold and dry weather is expected elsewhere in the country. To end the news, here are the headlines once again. Prime Minister inaugurated e-commerce portal at a ceremony in Islamabad today. Pakistan has reaffirmed its resolve in supporting international community in its efforts to strengthen peace and stability in Afghanistan. UNICEF appreciates Pakistan Islamabad's efforts for the realization of rights of children and progress towards achievement of sustainable development goals. All-Party Hurriyat Conference has expressed its grave concern over the beleaguered situation prevailing in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Washington and Moscow agreed to hold a summit in wake of rising tension on Ukraine issue. In Pakistan Super League, Peshawar Zalmi will take on Lahore Qalandars in Lahore this evening. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/radio Pakistan News Official.